Vayetze, and he went out. Shalom and welcome back for another amazing Parashah adventure with Esau and Jacob in Vayetze. In Hebrew, Vayetze means, and he went out. And Jacob left Beersheba toward Haran. The sun was setting, and Jacob placed a stone under his head because of his long journey, and he fell asleep. He dreamt of angels, going up and down on a ladder. Then Adonai appeared to him and said, I am Adonai, the God of Abraham your grandfather, and Isaac your father. The land you're lying on will I give to you and your descendants. Your descendants will be as numerous as the dust on earth. They will expand to the west, east, north and south. By you and your descendants all the families of the earth will be blessed. Look, I am with you. I will guard you and wherever you go, and I will bring you back into this land, because I won't leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, Wow! Adonai is here and I didn't even know it. Jacob placed the stone that was under his head and set it up as a standing stone, poured olive oil on its top and named the place Bethel, which means, house of God. Jacob continued his journey and came to a land of the people of the east. Jacob stops at a well and speaks to a man there. It is now time for the women to draw water for the animals. Rachel comes by and Jacob rolls the stone from the well and helps Rachel water her flock. He kissed her hello and wept on her shoulders. And he told her all that happened and who he was. Jacob was the son of her father Laban, Rivka's brother. Laban, Rachel's dad, came by and invited Jacob to stay with them, and Jacob started working for Laban as a shepherd. Laban had 2 daughters. The older daughter is Leah, and her younger sister is Rachel. Jacob fell in love with Rachel and wanted to marry Rachel. On the night of their wedding, Laban tricked Jacob and gave Leah, Rachel's older sister, to him. Jacob got very upset. Jacob went to Laban and said, Why did you trick me? Laban said, We have a custom, I cannot give you my younger daughter. The older one is given first. Jacob loved Rachel a lot and agreed to work for Laban another 7 years. And when Adonai saw that Leah was unloved, Adonai opened her womb and Leah conceived and bore Jacob 4 sons. These are the names, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. Afterwards she stopped bearing. And Rachel envied her sister because Adonai blessed Leah with many children and Rachel could not conceive. So, she gave Jacob her handmaid, Bilhah. And Bilhah gave birth to Dan and Naphtali. Then Leah gave Jacob her handmaid, Zilpah. And Zilpah gave birth to Gad and Asher. Then Leah was able to conceive again and gave birth to Zebulun and Issachar. Then one day, Adonai looked upon Rachel and had compassion on her and opened her womb to conceive, and Rachel gave birth to Joseph. Jacob called his wives Leah and Rachel and said, I think it's time for us to leave. I see by the way your father looks at me feels differently than before, but Adonai the God of my father has been with me. You know that I have served your father with all my strength, and that your father has belittled me and has changed my wages 10 times, but Adonai did not allow him to do me any harm. Then Jacob got up, put his sons and wives on the camels, and carried off all his sheep and goats, along with all the riches he had accumulated, the livestock in his possession which he had acquired in Paddan Aram. Jacob and his family set off to the land of Canaan to see his father, Isaac. And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. When Jacob saw them, he said, "This is the camp of Adonai," and called that place Machanaim, which means, 2 camps. This is the end of our parashah. We hope you join us next week for another amazing adventure.